No matter how many times I look at Elizabeth Cotten playing the guitar, I never fail to be amazed.
Welcome to Libba's Place. It's your first time coming. We're glad to have you.
So every 2 weeks during the semester, I host an open mic series called Libba's Place. It's held at Hendricks Chapel. It's open to students, faculty members, community members at Syracuse. Anybody that wants to play here can play here. And it's named after Elizabeth or Libba Cotten. She was a folk singer from North Carolina. She was born there in 1895. She taught herself guitar upside down and backwards. Later in life, Pete Seeger discovered her and really recognized her gift. And towards the end of her life, she won a Grammy Award for Best Ethnic or Traditional Album. And she lived the last 10 years here in Syracuse, New York. So this open mic really honors her legacy and embraces the talent here at Syracuse.
To those of you who have never heard her before, I might explain that her method of picking is now known around the nation among guitar pickers as cotton picking. Libba, how in the world did you get started on this kind of guitar playing?
Well, I first learned my brother's banjo, a 5-string banjo. When he'd go to work, I'd sneak up and get his banjo. And the first thing I'd do, I'd start running the screws up and down. I don't know why. I didn't know whether it's tuned right or wrong. But that's what I'd start doing. Break a string. Sometimes he wouldn't put the strings on in a long time. Think he's punishing me, but I'd pick 3 strings, 4 strings. Didn't have to be 5. And that's how I started learning playing string on a banjo.
Libba's Place is a great place to grow musically, to get in touch with other musicians and like maybe even get inspired by other musicians, take part in what they're trying to do. You know, I hope we inspired a lot of people to play more folk and bluegrass sort of styles, and I hope us getting up there playing our own songs makes the people there think, oh, they wrote some really good songs, I could do that too. Maybe I'll come back to Libba's Place and play it someday.
I mean, she was part of the folk movement. She's in the same boat as us. We're basically all trying to do the same thing. We play the same sort of crowd. Folk music is a thing in its own, much different than I don't know, any other type of music. I think it's so unique.
When I was 11 years old, I went to work and bought myself a guitar. I knocked on one lady's door, and when she opened the door, she says, what could a little girl like you do? She hired me. So one morning she came in the kitchen, she says, we're gonna give you more money. And she gave me then after that $1 a month. And I gave that to my mother and asked her to buy me this guitar. So she bought it to her sorrow. She didn't get no more rest. See, I was just playing this all the time.
And I tried to love someone who was broken and tired, and so empty I could not fill them. It didn't work.
The guitar I first learned on was a $15 guitar my grandmother bought through food stamps for my, not food stamps, my grandmother bought through green stamps for my uncle to learn on. And I would just go up and play with it and drive people crazy, just hearing the notes over and over and over again, playing the strings. And I think that's why they figured, oh, you know, she'll want to learn guitar, you know, when I was younger. I think it's a nice thing to organize around, to honor someone's work, as opposed to just kind of let's get together and sing songs in a bar. And you know, it's one of the other nice things about the atmosphere at Libba's Place is people are really there for the music. They're not coming to like drink and then maybe listen to some music. They're coming there completely for the music. And I was impressed when he was talking about her picking and the cotton picking, because I do like a pluck that I've done forever. And I was like, oh, cool. You know, I have some tiny thing in common with this woman that I've never met. But it's a really nice way to honor her.
When I joined the church, they told me I couldn't sing those worldly songs. Worldly songs, I said, they come from your heart, just like a a spiritual song, a church song, what you might say. I said, when you sing them, you sing them within, the inside, and they come out. I said, the worldly song is the same thing. It's coming from inside.
Silver sun called to me, sparkling in your... It's a form of expression for me. So if there's stuff going on in my life, I don't know, it sounds kind of cheesy, but to write a song about it, it was rewarding. It's a really relaxed atmosphere there. It's just kind of people enjoying the music and sharing, talent, local artists and stuff, and you don't see a lot of opportunities to present yourself, just present your music and stuff. So I really enjoyed it. I'm glad that it's available. I had no idea that she was musical at all. I mean, I had no idea who it was, so it really brings, some things into perspective.
Well, given that she was a self-taught musician and kind of learning everything and figuring it out on her own, you guys as students who are organizing this, you're doing the same thing. And you had this idea and somebody helped you to get it started and gave you some of the tools, right? Or you figured out how to get some of those tools, whatever those were. And then each week or each month, you're figuring out, let's tweak this a little bit, let's do this. It's an awesome example of what students can do. And I love that you guys have broadened this and that includes anybody in the community and that everyone is welcomed, And every night, I do see adults there, non-students who are there and people who just want to come and listen to music. So it's great, and I think that's the spirit, of Libba and what she would have wanted. I'm sure she would feel honored, that you guys have named this after her.
So this series is both to honor her life, her legacy, but also to show the great talent we have at SU. So thank you all for coming tonight.
Freight train, run so fast. Freight train, run so fast. Please don't tell what train I'm on. They won't know what route I'm gone.